Yes, everybody, we are back live in the building. I hope you guys have had a beautiful day. It is now time for a bit of Europa League action, but it'll be really interesting to see how the two English clubs fare on tonight because let's be real, both of their seasons, the results in this competition kind of decide their seasons because Spurs and United have been so poor in the Premier League, and yet if they were to win the Europa League, it would resurrect their season just because not only do you get Champions League football, but it's also a trophy. So in that way, they have a chance to turn it into a good season. But especially United, I mean, not to underestimate Bodo because they got to the semifinals, but Athletic Bilbao or Athletic Club, guys, I've actually been to watch them play before, so I've seen the Williams brothers. And bro, like this, the atmosphere there is unbelievable. Let me turn up the volume. Yeah. Guys, the atmosphere at this football club is unbelievable. I went to a game before and it's one of the best atmospheres I've ever experienced. So I do think it's going to be difficult for United. I'm also interested just to see how the Williams brothers do, because yeah, they're class. They're class. And I know the young one, the younger brother obviously is one that we've been heavily linked with too in the past. But how's everybody's day been? What's good? Oh, I see Forest are playing against Brentford too in the Premier League. I didn't realize that game was going on tonight. But yeah, Nico Williams, guys, he is gonna be fit to start for Athletic Bilbao Athletic Club tonight. And so he's starting on one side and his brother, the more experienced one, is starting on the other. So let's see. It'll be interesting to see how it goes. Elena, nice to see you in the building. What's good? You good, bro? Asim is in the building. Nice to see you. I'm pretty good. Still thinking about us being champions. Oh, yes. Watch Bodo. I'm going to have both games popped open, but primarily going to be watching the United Athletic Club match. Yo, LFC6 UCLs, nice to see you in the building. What's good? Anael says Manchester. You're just a fan of Manchester no matter what, because this isn't even Manchester City. It's not even Manchester City. This is Manchester United. This is Manchester United that we're watching tonight. Hoping for an entertaining game and a United loss. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. That's the vibes we're looking for tonight. Shea, I couldn't decide between Isaac or Alvarez. I would die of happiness if either signed. So that's all I'm gonna say on the subject. Let's go Athletic. Yeah, I think most of us agree here. Unless, are there any United fans in the building? Connor's watching the darts. What's up, Paul? Do you think Nico Williams will score tonight? Yes, he's a baller. He's a baller, and it seems like many clubs want him, but he's asking for really high wages because he's already, I believe, on £200,000 a week. So if he were to leave, it would be a club that'd be willing to pay absurd wages, which I don't think, at least Liverpool, I definitely don't see that move happening. I'm finally going in 2 days. Let's go. Anna, je suis trop content pour toi. Que tu puisses retourner en Angleterre. Je sais comme t'aimes l'Angleterre. I was just playing some football ping pong, and it really like works your stamina levels. I was playing with Max actually. It really works your stamina levels because you're just going back and forth, and it's so intense. So I'm gonna be hydrating a whole lot. I'm gonna hydrate right now for Athletic Club to score an early goal. Athletic Club to score an early goal, and I think it's gonna be Nico Williams. Yo, SWFC, nice to see you in the building. Football Edits is in the building too. Top Football, I'm doing well. How are you? Yo, I'm in all of your streams. Big up, Tanya. We got Enoch in the building too. What's good, brother? I'm going to go for a 3-1 Athletic Club win. I mean, I got the prediction one definitely wrong yesterday. Nobody really saw 3-3 coming. I thought Barca were going to win 3-1, so I'm going to go again 3-1 tonight. I'm going to go 3-1. What do you think of this? Yeah, that's what I was saying with the score. Happy birthday to you, Yusuf. Liverpool Edits is in the building too. Sorry, Leo was sick the past few days. I'm fine now. Good to hear that, Ashwini. My mom is sick right now as well. So I think it's also a time where there's maybe a bit of something going on. I'm going to join your streams. Let's go, gamer. Harry, you gotta change your name then. You gotta change your name then. Why is Lindelof starting? Yeah, bro, look. The back three for United is Lindelof, Maguire, and Yoro. And then the front three is Garnacho, Højlund, and Bruno Fernandes. Yeah, I'm gonna pop open. Yes, questionable 11 LFC. Nice to see you, Ellis LFC in the building too. Jack Dandies, what's good? What do you think of the other game? I'm gonna pop open the other game too. Actually, let me new window. I'm gonna have both popped open. Huge game for United here tonight. Decisive for their season, that's for sure. Okay, I'm gonna have the Bodo game popped open here. Yeah, I'm gonna have the Bodo game popped open right here, just so that I can keep an eye out on some of that action as well, just on the side. I'm gonna put it right here. Yeah, you're right here. Do you think United, bro? United are the favorites for the Europa League, so of course they can win it. Yo, Tashko, nice to see you in the building. And Tash, I remember that you're a United fan as well, right? You're a United fan. Damn, I don't know any of the players from Bodo. They're showing the Bodo lineup right now. I don't know any of them. The captain is a guy called Saltness. Yo, George, nice to see you in the building. Top Football says, I'm doing well too. Still buzzing because we're champions. Oh, yes, indeed. Oh, yes, indeed. All right, let me get the timer ready. I'm going to be turning up the crowd noise once it starts as well. Let's see. United are getting the game kicked off, by the way. Here we go. Here we go, guys. Let me know your score predictions in the building. Let me know your score predictions. I'm going for a 3-1 Athletic Club W, even though they obviously aren't favorites. But like I said, I've been to that stadium before, and the atmosphere is incredible. So I think the atmosphere is going to help them get that result over the line. At home, playing at home in the first leg. Let me know if you can hear the crowd noise from the stadium. Will Bajcetic play next season? I hope so. I really want him to be given a chance because he's probably the one. Let's go, George. Well, you should, for those of you, you should come onto the YouTube, because on the YouTube, I not only have the score live time there, but also a ball movement graphic that shows live time what's happening. So let me put up the ball movement actually. So guys, let me know if you can see the ball movement, and if you can let me know if you can see the ball movements and hear the crowd noise, okay? And we're ready to go. We're ready to go. Okay, great. Yes, Bowler FTBL. Bowler, you just gotta keep going. You just gotta keep going. You know what I mean? You just gotta keep going and having fun with it. That's it. And you're gonna see when some start to pick up traction and have views, you know you're on the right path. You know what I mean? As well. What else do you live stream on TikTok, Caden? But it's much better on YouTube, because on YouTube I can put the score, I can put the ball movement, like I said, and I can really see the chat on YouTube. I can't really see the chat on TikTok. Are you going to the parade? Yes, I am. Leo, who have you got winning? Athletic Club, bro. Athletic Club. Gotta be. Oh my, Spurs score! Spurs have scored, and it is Brennan Johnson. Guys, Tottenham have scored within 35 seconds against Bodo at home. What a start for them. Guys, what a start. Do you see this? Do you see this? 35 seconds. Brennan Johnson. And they're 1-0 up. It was a header towards the back post. Already 1-0. Look, the Bodo players and the goalkeeper are going through a team huddle right now, because that's obviously a nightmare of a start for them. Nightmare of a start. And they're playing away, imagine. So now the ground is going to be absolutely... Ooh, was that maybe... No, I think it was just physicality there from Bissouma, I believe it was, yeah. In the lead up to the goal. Yeah, nah, he was just using his strength, that's all. And then Madison with a cross towards the back post. Richarlison got ahead to it. And then at the back post, Brennan Johnson was there to head it home. 1-0. Shout out to you, Lazy, in the building. We can't see the Tottenham score, no, but I'll keep you updated on that. I can't have both popped open at the same time, but I'll let you know as that's happening, okay? Like I said, 1-0. The Spurs fans are going crazy. Hi, Leo, I'm inspired by your videos, but I'm struggling to set up my live watch along. Can you suggest something I can do about it? The footy battle. What I suggest? Oh my god, United score! Garnacho, but he's offsides. He's offside. He's offside. Garnacho made it 1-0, but it is offside. The goal doesn't stand. Damn, bro. There's a lot of action already between both of these games. But yeah, the footy battle, I would suggest... I think he was on. Guys, I think the goal will stand. I think it'll stand. I think this goal will count for Garnacho. Have a look at the replay. VR's having a look at it. I think it's going to count. Yo, Caleb, nice to see you from South Africa. But yeah, I was going to say, check out the platform Streamlabs to stream. That's where I do mine. On Streamlabs. From the replay that I saw, I think this goal will stand for Garnacho. I think it's going to be 1-0 already. I really think it will be. I don't think it's going to be offside. Tashko, if I was you, I'd be optimistic about it, given the lines that I'm seeing here. Oh, what? Never mind. It's given as offside, guys. It's still 0-0. Garnacho's goal won't stand. I want to see another replay then, because from the initial replay I saw, to me it seemed like he was just on Garnacho. But let's see. I'm sure they'll show another replay. Do you think Bodo can win the Europa League? It's not looking good right now. They're 1-0 down already to Spurs. But anything's possible in football. Anything. Leo hopes Spurs can win a trophy this year. Young Trent, you never know. They could definitely get to the final. They're definitely favorites to get to the final, that's for sure. I want Bilbao, bro. Bilbao to win. Because like I said, I've been to the stadium and the fans were unbelievable. Oh, Athletic Club do well to win it back. And now on the counter-attack. Shot. Oh, it's a good save from Onana there. It's a very good save, sorry, from Onana. King Gamer, nice to see you in the building. Yeah, I say Vamos Bilbao. Vamos Bilbao. Football Edits, you're from Norway. Big up. Best chance of the game so far for them. Jason, nice to see you in the building. What's your favorite series you've ever watched? Ooh. Oh, there's too many great ones. There's too many great series. Too many great ones. I think Adolescence, though, is up there with the best I've ever seen. I know it's only 4 episodes. Adolescence on Netflix. You know that Stephen Graham is in and that he produced. But I think that's up there with the best series I've ever watched. Adolescence from Netflix. But that's the more recent one. Otherwise, I love Prison Break. There's too many, bro. What about you guys? If you could... If you could say, could you say you have one series that's your favorite? Oh, that was actually a decent save from Onana as well. It was a dangerous looking shot. Sana, I'm supporting Bilbao. Athletic Club. Athletic Club. 4-star Len says, I love Adolescence. They better make season 2. I think they definitely will because it was a huge success. It was #1 on Netflix for a long time. So I definitely think they will. Thank you, MUFC Jacob. Big up. Sunny, nice to see you in the building again. Thank you for the super chat who says, love watching Neville admit the truth. I'm sure he hated admitting it. He'll probably still predict United to finish higher than us next season. Yeah, did you see, Sunny, did you see I made a short about that too, where it was just like, yeah, when he spoke about how the fact that as much as it hurts every United fan to say it, but Liverpool's the bigger football club and the more successful football club. And he's saying that as a United legend, so now it's set in stone. Even for all rival fans to say it, you know? Shout out, love your vids from Australia. Big up Anfield TV in the building. Big up. The big YouTubers, that's going to be the goal next season. To become the team with the most English league titles ever. Obviously now we're equal. Obviously now we're equal with Man United, and now we're gonna try to make it. Now we're gonna try to make it 20 times. But right now we still gotta celebrate, especially this month. We freaking gotta celebrate us making it 20. It's special. Good, iconic. Like I said, iconic in the past. If there's a mod needed, I'll always have you in mind because you're freaking OG, okay? But right now, there's just no more extra mods that are needed. Oh my god, what a chance for Inaki Williams. What a chance. Oh, what a chance for Inaki Williams. Bro. That was so freaking close. That was so freaking close. Look at that. It was crossed into the near post. Oh, and he headed it just over. Oh my lord, what a chance. Guys, what a chance for Athletic Club there. Just over the crossbar. Oh, Nana would have been nowhere near it. Nowhere near it. Bro. Bro. Best chance of the game so far. My favorite sports series ever is The Last Dance, but otherwise favorite sports movie. It would be a documentary. Oh, I know. The documentary on Senna. The Formula 1 driver. I don't know if you guys have seen that one. It's an incredible documentary. Celebrate the good times. Era, nice to see you in the building. What's good? If we get 21 next season, then we're walking alone. Oh, yes, indeed. You live in San Francisco? Wow, Brentford are beating Forest right now, apparently. Who scored for Brentford? What's up, Tommy? Nice to see you in the building. We got Oliver Dolan, too. Oh, what a chance. What a chance. You need to watch Chasing the Sun. Let me look it up. Chasing the Sun. Can't leave. I've always got to join. Big up, Tommy. Yeah, you said Chasing the Sun. Let me check. Chasing the Sun. It's 9 seasons. Wait, isn't that on the fishing? Wait, when you said Chasing the Sun, are you talking about the fishing series with 9 seasons? Is that what you're talking about? I don't watch too many of them. I can say my favorite movie is Wicked. Oh, we know you love Wicked. Jadon Sancho. No, but who scored in the Brentford? You know, I'll just check. I don't even know who's playing who. Yeah, because there's also Conference League happening tonight. That's why there's so much action. So Spurs, yeah, like I said, 1-0. Chelsea, Jadon Sancho scored. And Brentford are winning 1-0 away, and it's Kevin Shade that scored. Kevin Shade. A left winger. Damn, he's actually played a lot for them this season. Yeah, Chelsea 1-0. The film Interstellar is very good. Have you seen Game of Thrones? No, I've only seen like one episode, but the problem with Game of Thrones is it's so many seasons, and each episode is an hour that it's just so much time, but I heard it's incredible. And then Stranger Things, I watched one season. One season. The series 6 Feet Under is incredible. Yo, Barca vibes. Do you feel confident going into the second leg against Inter now? Or you're worried? Rugby documentary. Oh, okay. Chasing the Sun rugby. How long would you want Anislat to stay at Liverpool? However long he could stay and continue to be successful. Because we saw with Klopp, he knew it was best for him to move on. He thought about the club before himself. You know what I mean? He knew it was the time to move on because that job is so draining that I think you can only do it for so many years. But he gave you what you best believe is he gave it his absolute all when he was in this job, you know? Yes, Tommy, I was just playing football ping pong. Or football tennis. It's on like a ping pong table, but you play with like juggling, playing football, which is just so much fun. So much fun. And I was also hanging. Have you watched the Jurgen Klopp documentary? Yes, of course. But I didn't. It wasn't amazing, to be honest. I don't think. Did you watch Black Mirror? Yeah, the first episode of the first season I thought was really good. The other ones a bit less so. What would your reaction be if Klopp moved to Madrid? I'd be so shocked because I really don't see that happening. Bilbao win the ball back. Oh my god, bro. When you win the ball back and you have a counter-attacking opportunity like that, you gotta make more of it. Nico Williams won it back in a very dangerous position, and then on the counter-attack, they're just not lethal right now. Athletic Club. Yeah, Bilbao are dominating, but they gotta make their chances count. They're playing at home, you know? I agree, Sujal. I would 100% take Rodrigo at Liverpool. The problem is Madrid will probably ask for 100 million for a player like that. And are we gonna shelf out that much money for a player? I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure. But I did see a poll on Twitter, and most Madrid fans would be okay with Rodrigo leaving. That's like a poll where I saw thousands and thousands of Real Madrid fans voting. Oh, Athletic Club in a dangerous area again. Inaki Williams. Oh my god, it's a goal line clearance there from, I think it was Lindelof. Guys, the pressure is mounting on United right now. Mounting big time. I think, yeah, the goal line clearance, I think that was from, bro, keep pressing United. I don't know why United is trying to play it off from the back when they've already given it away in two really dangerous areas. What are they doing? Look at that ball out wide to Inaki Williams. He was in the box. It's off his knee. I think it was off Lindelof's knee. Yeah, look, off his knee. Goal line clearance. Otherwise, that 100% would have gone in. 100% it would have gone in. Dream front three for Liverpool. Caleb, Rodrigo, Alvarez, and Mohamed Salah. Bro. Them champs emojis are going to go on for a long while. Oh, yes, indeed. We're not removing that one. You best believe. You best believe. Shout out to you, the Cardiff City fan in the building. Yeah, Tommy, it's a lot of fun, that game. And it's super intense. That's what I love about it. So it really works your stamina. Oh, that was actually really nice from United. Now they break away on the counter. That's a foul. That could be a yellow too. That might be a yellow as Garnacho is brought down. I agree. I don't think Jurgen Klopp Donkey was that good either. I watched it with my dad. Yeah. Yeah, 4-star. It's a glass water bottle, so I just refill it with water and I put it in the fridge. So it's basically like a... Trust me, I don't dehydrate. I drink 5 liters of water a day. Did you watch Doubters to Believers? Yes, we were just talking about it. I was a bit disappointed with it, to be honest. But it also, they had to change their plans because they were hoping that Jurgen Klopp's last season would end with crazy success in terms of winning like the title. It didn't end up happening. And so I think they kind of had to change the plans as they were filming. You know what I mean? That's probably partly why it wasn't as good as it could have been. You know what I mean? And I think that's when they had to tilt and make it about Jurgen Klopp's entire time as Liverpool manager instead of that last dance, the last season. You know what I mean? They had to change. Nah, the United Glazer, I haven't watched him enough to say. Obi Martin, I haven't watched him enough to say. Ricardo says, as a Barca fan myself, I'm a bit worried because the second leg is away and they have a very good atmosphere. Yeah, I would remove the Trent sticker. Yes, I would. So we can bring in a new sticker for someone that's having an important role in the team. You know what I mean? LFC6 UCLs, I don't have a specific team I would want to win the Champions League. And I think a lot of us, I think a lot of us can relate with that. I just want the best games possible. And yesterday freaking delivered. Freaking delivered. Oh, that's decent from Bruno. Oh, that's another foul on Garnacho. United are going to have a free kick in a very dangerous position here. Very dangerous position. Bro, the scenes in Bilbao before the game 2 were insane. When you look at the fans, bro, insane. Wow. Bro, I don't know the players from Bodo. I'm sorry, I just don't know the players from Bodo. I gotta be honest with you. Inter over Barca would be... United on the counter. Oh, that's a great touch. Calm as you like from the defender. But the goalkeeper, less so. Nah, Iconic, they can do that. See, this is why we need mods to understand the rules. People can chat with one another and then chat. There's only things that you can't say in the chat is stuff that's racist or abusive or things like that. But if people are having the little chit chat fighting, Iconic, you don't need to time people out for that. One player to sign from Spurs or United, Van de Ven. I would sign Van de Ven from Spurs or Lenny Yoro from United, because we need a good young center back who can continue to grow, which they would at Liverpool. Little Timmy, nice to see you in the building. Hopefully this is a successful hate watch, says RS. Calix, in France, in the broadcasting, you're able to do that. You can do that. Nah, Finny, I would rather keep Lucho. The two players I would rather move on from our attackers, personally, are Darwin and Diogo Jota. If I had to pick two of our attackers, I would rather keep Lucho, because he's been our second best attacker this season. So I don't think it's very smart to let him go, you know? You're watching 3 games at the same time. No more comebacks for United. Big up Lacey. Oh. Bruno's gonna take this free kick here. Bruno whips it. Oh, Garnacho picks it up. Bro, look, it's Harry Maguire on the right wing. Oh, that's actually decent. Look at that piece of skill from Harry Maguire, and he actually crosses it. Ooh. Oh, 1-0 United. 1-0 United. And it is Lenny Yoro. No, is it Casemiro? Wait, who? It's Casemiro who ended up scoring. 1-0 for United. Dang it. Guys, United have scored, and it's Casemiro. Wow, fair play to... I think that was Harry Maguire. Guys, that's the best... I think United's best winger is freaking Harry Maguire. Do you see that piece of play from him on the right wing? Have a look at the build-up play. Look, Garnacho played it out wide to Harry Maguire. He's there. 1v1. Look, he does a little dink, and then takes the defender away, and then look at the cross. Fantastic cross in. Ugarte... then gets ahead to it. I believe it was Ugarte towards the back post. And then Casemiro made it 1-0. But man, fair play. Like that whole goal. Look at the piece of play there from Harry Maguire, bro. He made that goal. I think he's United's best winger, bro. Seriously. And Harry Maguire, don't forget, in the other Europa League game, stepped up big time. So he really is important for United. Yeah, it's 1-0. Oh my! United are growing in confidence here. It's so close to making it 2-0. If Højlund got a touch to that cross, it would have been a tap in there. What an opportunity for United to make it 2-0 there. And Højlund is asking for a penalty. He said he was dragged down by a defender. Højlund wants VAR to have a look at it. Do you think this was a penalty? Let's have a look. Garnacho on the right. This was actually beautiful. No, who is it that made the run? I think it was Mazraoui. Oh, wow, wow, wow. Guys, I think that might be a penalty. That might be a penalty. Look at the way he grabbed him with his arm. I think that's a penalty. Guys, I think that's going to be a penalty. That's so dumb from Vivian. I think it's going to be a penalty because he with his arm, you can't hold him like that. In that kind of position. I think it's going to be a pen. They're still checking it right now. They're still checking it. It's a pen because I think that if it was Liverpool, like I would want a pen for that because, like I said, if Højlund had been 1 foot further forward, it would have been just a tap in for him based off of that cross from Mazraoui. But the defender is holding him, and even if it's slight with the arm, that's enough to impede him from getting to the position he needs to, and he got none of the ball. He got none of the ball. Yeah, if it's a penalty, Harry Maguire should take it. Harry Maguire should take it. Damn, VR is still having a look now. They're taking a long time for this. They're taking a long time. Look, Mazurawi crosses it in, and then look at this. Yeah, he holds him down. That's enough to bring... That's going to be a pen, 100%, you guys. It's going to be a pen. Because... Yeah, he's going to have a look at the monitor. Guys, I told you it was going to be a pen. And for all you United fans in the building, you know I'm not a biased Liverpool fan. Because I could have easily just said, oh, no, it's not a penalty. But if I think a decision's a decision, you can't drag down the shoulder and not go for any of the ball, which is what he did. Like I said, otherwise it would have 100% it would have been a goal otherwise. Because it's just a tap-in for Højlund. So it's going to be a pen. Big up Oxford. It's going to be a pen, bro. Or else you could really feel hard done by United fans. It's on the shoulder. It's on the shoulder where he brings him down. Damn, how many replays is the ref going to have a look at here? And it's a penalty. There we are, you guys. Confirmed. Confirmed penalty. Confirmed penalty. No, it's a red card though. Oh my lord. Guys, it's a straight red. Oh no, this is game over for Athletic Bilbao. This is game over. They're about to play majority of this game down a man, and now probably down 2 goals because they're gonna have to. They've conceded a penalty. Vivian is the center back that got a sending off. I think that's harsh. Red card. I think red card is harsh, bro. But like I told you guys, I do think it's a penalty. Jeez, guys, I would not have given a red card because now this game, like United are just gonna walk through this game now. They're gonna walk through to the final. I cannot believe that's a red card, bro. Red card. And Spurs have scored apparently. James Maddison. James Maddison scored for Spurs. So 2-0 against Bodo. Guys, it seems... I know we're still only in the first half of the first legs. But it really seems like we're going to have an all-English final. United Spurs in the Europa League. But damn, red card and concede a penalty, guys. I think this is going to be... surely it's game over for Athletic Bilbao. Bruno is definitely not going to miss this, bro. He's one of the best penalty takers I've ever seen. Look, even Man United fans says it's harsh for the red card. Especially for what it means after... Look, Bruno Fernandez's last 13 penalties, he scored 12 of them. He has a 100% record from his last 12. That's what I mean. Like, whenever Bruno steps up for a penalty, I'm always sure he's going to score. And I don't think this is going to be any different. Let's have a look. Captain Bruno steps up. Right hand corner. Look, he's so calm. And he puts it right hand. 2-0 for United. This is pretty much game over, you guys. And we're just in the first half. They could come away with a big win. Now that Athletic Bilbao's center back has been sent off too. But I think the red card is too harsh. I really think that's too harsh. It's hard to believe that this United team is going to be in a Europa League final, though. No offense to you United fans, but you've seen how you've done in Premier League this season. It's crazy to think that this team is getting to Europa League final. Never doubt us. We still might lose. Nah, bro, you can't lose from here. You cannot lose from here. Imagine having that extra man the entire rest of the game. Nah, little Timmy, I don't see how there's going to be a remontada. I mean, you never know, but I don't see how Athletic Club, with the confidence United are going to have here too. I mean, you never know in football, but we've won the lot. Oh, yes, Dan Anderson. Handball in the build-up too. I haven't watched enough Antonio Nusa. I haven't watched enough of him. Oh, corner though right now for Athletic Club. Corner. If you could sign Bruno for Liverpool, would you sign him? I mean, it makes United weaker, so if you're saying for free, 100%. Bro, red card as well? Red card. The fans are starting to lose it. Yo, Daily Aura, nice to see you in the building. Who says apparently Premier League was too easy this year, but Man United and Spurs, who are near bottom of the table, are on their way to a Europa League final, and Arsenal in a semi-final completely. Daily Aura, it's just jealousy. Jealousy all over. It's just like the amount of rival fans who say, oh, nobody cares about Liverpool winning the Premier League title. Just jealousy. That's what happens when you're successful. Oh, chance for Athletic Club there. Chance. Lyon were 2-0 down and a red card, by the way. Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, no. I mean, in football, it's true. Anything's possible, but big up the big YouTubers. I never said that the Prem was easy. Yeah, but a lot of rival fans are saying Liverpool are lucky that this is a less competitive Premier League season. That's what a lot of rival fans have been saying. I still can't believe that piece of play from Harry Maguire, though, on the first goal. Proper winger. Proper right winger. Bro, that was never a red, but it was a pen. That's what I've been saying, Ruben. Definitely, I agree. Spurs United final. Yeah, it looks like that's what it's going to be. Is Yamal the best winger in the world alongside Mohamed Salah? Yes. It's Mohamed Salah and Yamal. LAC6 UCL says, Leo, do you think Slot should focus on the Champions League next season? Nah, bro. As the great Bill Shankly said, the league is our bread and butter. We're not just going to not focus on the league. We're going to focus on both. You know what I mean? We got to sign players this season so Slot can rotate more next season. That's what we didn't do enough of this season. And that's because it wasn't quite his team just yet, you know? Oh, yeah. It makes sense that they're making subs already. When your central defender gets sent off, you're going to be making subs. It makes sense. It is literally... Would you want Liverpool to sign Nico Williams? I would, but like I said, apparently he's asking for like 400,000 a week, which we would never pay. So I definitely don't see it happening. Just on that basis, no chance it happens. Big up Clayton. Thank you, Clayton. The thing is, Alphonso Davies picked up such a serious injury, so he's not going to be at his best for a long time. So I'd rather sign a left back who is going to be ready to perform right away. That's what we need. That's what we need. So someone like a Kirkez, who you know is going to come in, and right away, they're going to perform. That's what I want to see. What's up, veggies? In the building? Yeah, bro, I don't know how it was a red card. I do not know. Oh, the ref plays the advantage. United might have a chance on the counter here. Nah, but there's so many bodies. So many bodies back. Ooh, Garnacho. Casemiro, that's a nice pass. Bruno. Højlund. Oh, Bruno is through on goal. He's scoring. 3-0 United. 3-0 United. This could not have been more of a dream half. I cannot believe this scoreline. Again, how unpredictable is football? I thought Athletic Club would win tonight. And they're 3-0 down within this first half. Bruno with 2 goals. Jeez. Jeez. This has been too easy. And imagine they still have that player advantage in this entire second half. So they're pretty much putting this tie to bed in the first half, in the first leg. I mean, putting it to bed, bro. Look at that. That was a nice assist from Ugarte, by the way. Very nice assist. And then Bruno, calm as you like in front of goal. Very good finish there. Right hand corner. United will lose the final to the mighty Spurs. No chance. I'm sorry. There's no chance. If it's a Man United Spurs final, I could tell you in a heartbeat, United's winning that Europa League final. Nobody even expected them to win the FA Cup last season, for example, and yet they even beat City in the final. $3-0 for Man United in this first half. That's crazy. Little Timmy, I'm not a fan of those kind of questions because they're so not real life. You know what I mean? So not. And I'm not a fan of those questions. Oxford says my best friend is a Spurs fan, so not excited to go to school tomorrow. What's Liverpool signing you wish could have happened but is impossible? I wish De Bruyne joined Liverpool instead of City. I think we would have won a lot more league titles if KDB had been with us. Jurgen Klopp has said that a few times. If City all those years had been without KDB and we had been with him, we would have had the edge. We would have had the edge. Yes, Cohen. Athletic remontada. That's very unlikely, but Elena, I will hydrate. Yo, Liverpool fan 11, nice to see you back in the building. What's good? Watching 4 games at the same time, that's crazy. Oh my god. United Spurs final. Guys, United hit the crossbar, and I think it was Mazraoui. Guys, left foot outside the box. He hits the crossbar. The keeper was nowhere near it. That is a top half from United. I gotta give credit. I gotta give credit where it's due, guys. 3-0 at halftime. Jeez. 3-0 for United. Let me stop the timer. Jeez, I did not expect that kind of domination. I gotta be honest. I did not expect that kind of domination. Obviously, it helps with that decision going. You know, the penalty and the red card and everything. But in terms of United taking their chances and all that, I didn't expect that. That's for sure. You know what I mean? Did not see that coming. All right, guys. I'm sending the Vicars right in the building for the bingo. Whenever it's bingo time, I see Vicar in the building. I just sent the link. Yo, Joseph, nice to see you in the building. 3-0 is crazy. And they could be more than 3-0 up. Let's be real. Let's be real. Big up, Sonny. Thank you for the super chat. Who says Curtis is such an underrated player. I think he's been so good this season. If it wasn't for Mo this season, Curtis would be your player of the season? Really? I mean, I agree. I definitely think he fits Adnes suits slot style of play more than Jurgen's, but I wouldn't even say he's been in our top 2 midfielders this season. You know what I mean? I would put Maka and Gravenberg above him, you know? Like, so, but yeah, I agree. He's had a good season, but I'm surprised to hear you say, like, player of the season. That surprises me. Do you think Trent will stay, Joseph? I have no freaking clue, but I'm one of them fans where I'm going to have belief until it's official because technically he still hasn't put pen to paper. He still hasn't signed for Madrid, so anything's possible. And I just have this little feeling in the back of my mind that he could still change his mind. He could make a U-turn, and I would be very, very happy if he did. Big up Fusion who says, "Hey Leo, I'm a United fan from a kind of small town called Milton Keynes, Keynes or Milton Keynes. I really like your shorts that you make. The fact that you stream other matches really gives me respect for you in Liverpool. Big up." Thank you, Fusion, for your kind message. James is at the game too. Wow, Ashwini, damn. James is doing a little Spain tour again. I know he loves the country and he wants to live there one day from what he's told me at least. All right, for those of you that want to play, I'll get the bingo game started as well. 30 of you guys are playing, I see. Good luck, guys. Good luck. Nah, I don't want to swap Soboslai. I'm such a big fan of Soboslai. I know recently some Liverpool fans have grown impatient with him in terms of in the final third. But for me, he just gives you so much outside of his goals. And anyways, we're not struggling in terms of goals. So I'm a huge fan of Soboslai. Huge. Keynes. Big up, Aaron. Thank you. Guys, do you agree though? If there was if the Europa League final is United against Spurs, which obviously is very, very likely at this stage, do you think do you think there's any chance of Spurs winning it? I know anything's possible in football, but for me, that's like the most predictable final I would have ever seen. I gotta be honest. I gotta be honest. That would be the most predictable. Thank you, football goats. Yeah, this match is crazy. Marnus, nice to see you in the building. What's good? James is going to 3 games in 3 days. Tomorrow, even City, he's going there. Bro, James is doing a world tour, bro. I love it. I love it. Yo, Patrick, nice to see you in the building. Who says I'm in the building? For some reason, I had to re-verify my YouTube account, but I'm here. Bro, we're talking about how now it's like 80% sure at this stage that it's going to be a United Spurs final, and how that's probably going to be the most predictable final ever. Sachi, t'es là, mon bébé? Oh bah ouais, t'es là, Sachi. Couche, bien couché. Sashi, I was just checking in on the my little kitty. Joseph says I had to go to a funeral yesterday. That's why I wasn't in the building. I'm sorry, Joseph. Sorry to hear that. Manu says, Leo, that pen, did you think it was a pen and a red card? Manus, I definitely thought it was a penalty because he did impede him, and if even if some might say it's a soft touch, that touch itself means that Højlund can't get a touch to it. And if he got a touch to it, I'm convinced that would be a goal because it'd just be a tap in. So I think 100% it's a penalty, but I think a red card is harsh. So I would have given a yellow and a pen. Personally, I think that's the right decision. But immediately when I saw the replay, I was like, definitely. Just saw your first video of this channel, which was done 8 years ago. Oh my God. When I was in school. I wouldn't count Athletic Bilbao out yet. United are capable of bottling. I'm not so sure. I gotta be real. I'm not so sure about that. I think it's 80% sure this final is gonna be United Spurs. Who scored United's third? Bruno. Bruno with a double. Are you a fan of darts? Nah, I've never really watched darts. I never really have. What about Garnacho handball in the build-up? I didn't think that was a handball. I didn't think so. Well, then it's United's trophy to lose. I can't see Spurs winning it all. Exactly. Goal for Brentford again? Are Brentford two? Bro, imagine if Forest end up not getting Champions... Wait, let me see where this puts Forest in the league. Forest are losing 2-0 at home to Brentford right now. Look at this. Oh my God. Guys, that is actually a really deciding game for Champions League spot. As things stand right now, you guys, Forest aren't in the Champions League next season. They move below Chelsea. Have a look at this. They move below Chelsea. That would be really, really bad for them if they lost at home to Brentford. Look, they're below Chelsea, having played the same amount of games, when for not long ago they were second. Jeez. For Forest fans? Yo, Storsta, nice to see you in the building. I'm rooting for Bodo. They will win when playing at home. One of my dreams is having 2 dogs, 2 cats, and 2 hamsters. I actually saw a hamster at the park in Paris yesterday, which is so rare. There were just some girls that brought their hamsters. Leo just joined. I'm happy to see the scoreline. I was hoping for a Spurs United final. Well, yeah, that's what's gonna happen. I am Liverpool, the voice of the fans. Oh yeah, that was a high school project. I was in high school for that. Let me check if any of you guys got bingos. Nobody even came that close. There's 4 of you that got 2 wrong, but nobody even got 1 wrong. So it shows it was definitely a difficult deck. I'll send one more link for those of you that want to play once before the second half kicks off. Hold on. Right here. Right here. Yeah, Hamza. I'm trying to. The thing that's difficult is planning it all, because a lot of YouTubers have families and stuff, and they have their own, they have a lot of things going on, you know? So finding a time when it works is not easy, but it's going to happen in due time. It's going to happen. Yes, I'm going to be going to the parade. And the FIFA 18 video. Oh, God. Yes, of course. I've spoken to Nathan Connor TV before about a collab, but again, it's just actual organization is not easy. But it's going to happen. And I'm hyped for the day when it happens. Would I sign Kane for Liverpool? Yes. I think Harry Kane, I would 100% take him. In a heartbeat, I would take him. I rate him so highly. And I think Harry Kane with Mohamed Salah, oh my lord. He would want to chase Alan Shearer's record too. Garnacho handled that ball. I mean, let me have a look at the... Yeah. Yeah, Elena, I think I was just 12 years old in that pick. Super Cup final predictions. Inter versus Spurs. Nah, bro. That is not happening. Man United destruction. Yeah, no one would have expected this going into it. Because they're actually a very good team at home too, Athletic Club. Like, what was it? I think I was looking at La Liga. Look, I was looking at La Liga. And when you look at the teams playing at home, Athletic Club are in 4th. Like, they have a great record at home. In La Liga, they've only lost once. Whereas away from home, they've lost 4 times. So this is why I thought Athletic Club, with how the fans were pre-match and everything, I thought they would show up with a massive performance. But you have to say, yeah, United, this is their dream result, obviously. Dream place to be for them. Man United fans, Naeem is dancing. Yeah. I started supporting when I was like 6 or 7. That's when I discovered the team through a friend. I'll have double hydration because I finished my 1.5 liters already, but I'm gonna finish this too before bed. Let me get that. I can't believe Forest are losing. Hold on, let me get the bingo. I see there's 35 of you guys playing. Okay, good luck. It's starting in 10 seconds, you guys. 10 seconds. I'm 25. Football shorts. Anfield TV, I would just say to be as active as you can with posting and making videos. That's how I was able to really grow with this channel. Which one player do you think deserves to win a trophy before they retire? For me, it's Son. Oh, I like that shout. I like that shout, Son. I would say Harry Kane, though, too. And he is going to win a trophy this season in the Europa League because he's one of the best players from our generation. The best English player from our generation, probably, you know? So Harry Kane definitely deserves it, given his level of quality. You know what I mean? Oh, sorry. Let me get the timer back up. Guys, let me know if you're able to see the ball movement as well. Let me know if you're able to see. Iconic, I don't know. Son to win the Europa League for Spurs, I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. But no, Iconic, I think this summer there'll still be a decent amount of live streams based on summer transfer things. So if Liverpool is about to sign a player or Liverpool's about to sell a player, or big things happening in the market, I think that's worth us going live and discussing it. You know what I mean? Son can't win a trophy because he's plays for Spurs. That's why. Iconic. But Harry Kane, you know, once he moved away from Spurs, you knew that's when he would be able to win a trophy because with his quality, he's gonna, you know, I mean, to be fair, Bayern are also always expected to win the Bundesliga. They always are, usually. You know what I mean? Did Brentford score again? There's no way it's 3-0 for Brentford. Guys, Forest might not even be in Europe next season. Forest? No, it's still 2-0. It's still 2-0. But seriously, Forest might not be in any European competition. Club World Cup? I don't know, Delio. Are you gonna watch the Club World Cup? Honestly, I wasn't planning on watching any of the Club World Cup because Liverpool's not involved, and I don't think it's that big of a. I don't know. I wasn't planning on it. Maybe the final, but otherwise, I personally wasn't planning on watching the Club World Cup. Thank you, Swaza. You'll never walk alone. Big up. Finney, I think we should get Julian Alvarez. Go big on him. If we sell Darwin and Jota, we can get big funds. You'll watch only Palmeiras, your club, that are going to be playing in the Club World Cup. Are you guys? Are you guys going to be watching? 120 million prize money is going to be good. Yeah, the Champions League might be too big of a step up for Forest right away. But their form really has dragged down. And Chris Wood isn't scoring the goals he was before. Kane to Liverpool would make so much sense rather than Isak and Alvarez. Bro, if it ends up being Harry Kane, I would be ecstatic. Honestly, I've heard some Liverpool fans not be that excited about Harry Kane because of his age or whatever. But nah, bro. I would be ecstatic about Harry Kane. And the reason why, first off, he'd be desperate to break Alan Shearer's record. So he'd have his utmost motivation. But then also, he knows the league so well. I think he'd suit the way we play very well. And he's just elite. I don't care if you say he's however old he is. If it's a 2 to 3 year deal, bro, you know he's going to perform for you in those 2 to 3 years. You know he's going to perform for you. You know? Sashi. Sashi. Sasha's here. Should Nuno still win Manager of the Season as many others were suggesting earlier? Nah, definitely not, Delior. The Manager of the Season, like, this is not me being biased, is Arne Slot 1000%, and it's not even a question. And the reason why not one person within the football world predicted that he would go on to win the Premier League. Nobody. And he has. In April, he won the Premier League already. So, for me, it's not even a shadow of a doubt. Sashi, I want you to say hi in the building. I'm bringing Sashi for some good luck for a comeback. Oh, Sashi. Sashi. You think it's possible to come back? You think it's possible, Sashi? Sashi. Oh. He doesn't like to be held. Let me... Whenever Sashi sees that Man United's playing, he just wants to leave. He doesn't want any of it. Sasha will be here happily. Oh my, United with another big chance. United with another big chance. Garnacho wants a penalty. But yeah, guys, I'm telling you, Sasha really is usually really into watching games, but whenever it's United that's on, he just wants to leave. He doesn't want any part in it. Oh yeah, let me... Guys, Garnacho wants a penalty. Is it going to be a pen? No, it's not. Earlier in their season, there was a debate on Diaz Sports suggesting Nuno should get it because he's doing more spectacular work with Forest. Well, that has not aged well. De Leora, that has not aged well. That's for sure. Yeah, Sasha is a he. Yeah, it's a guy. He's a... As a Blackburn Rovers fan, I agree. Arne is manager this season. Ellis, Man United is going to win the Europa League. Manchester United is going to win the Europa League. Finney, Thalvator lives in a different country, so I only get to see him. I very rarely get to see him, you know. But next time I'm in Iceland, he could make a comeback. You always thought Sasha was a girl? Cash says, come on, you Spurs. Nah, Patrick, I'm terrible with accents. I'm terrible. The only one I can do is the French accent. That's the only one because it's my people, so it's very easy for me to do it. But if you're asking me to do the Scouse or an accent that I'm not really from, I really struggle. And that's why I couldn't be an actor for the voices like this. It wouldn't work. Alonso says, as a Madrid fan, I think Salah will win the Ballon d'Or. What do you think? I think it all depends on who wins the Champions League. It's too early to tell right now. Too early to tell. Sasha should get a Liverpool top. Yes. You want some chocolate? That's it. Français. I think the red card is too harsh, bro. I definitely think it's too harsh, that red card. Yeah, guys, this is what I was telling you about Athletic Club playing at home. They had only conceded 12 goals at home all season in La Liga and Europa League. So that's why I was confident that they'd get a positive result tonight. I really did think there was a good chance of it. Freddy's in the building. Was good. I know, right? Go12 says, can the Williams brothers at least link up because we need a goal? I'm going to hydrate right now for Athletic Club goal to bring some hope in this game. Good night, Dario. Oh, guinea pigs are really cute, yeah. Damn, look at the Bilbao fans, bro. They're unbelievable. Oh, that's good defending. Very good defending. Yes, Cohen! Yeah, you guys think that really could have been a red card, honestly, for the Maguire drag down there. The Bilbao fans think it's a red card. How did Nottingham Forest, bro? Love how you have Troy Deeney posters in the back. Are you crazy? I'm still hyped from Sunday. Me too, Joseph. And I'm hyped for this month to come, where we're gonna get guard of honors from rivals like Chelsea and Arsenal. We still have a trophy lift to look forward to against Crystal Palace, and we have the parade to look forward to. So this month of May is just gonna be beautiful. Beautiful. Nah, for me, that wasn't a red card. I think he went down a little bit too easy. Would I swap Jota for Lewandowski? Or Vinny? Yeah, maybe Vinny for Jota. I don't know. But Vinny is really out of form. Honestly, whenever I watched Vinny this season, I was really unimpressed. Another reason why May is special, my birthday month. Let's go. It's also my sister's birthday in 2 days. So yeah, no, month is a beautiful. I love the month of May because you start to have beautiful weather often, and it's just like it's incredible. I love. It's one of my favorite months of the year. 100%, 100%. Thank you, Josh. Big up. Hamza, definitely PSG Liverpool. That was that for me. That was the most painful game of the season. Way more painful than the Carabao Cup final. Way more. Yeah, of course Vinny has quality, but he just doesn't feel like a Liverpool player to me. Full-time Nottingham Forest 0, Brentford 2. Very few would have predicted that. Very few. Damn. Damn. Forza Milan, love from Firenze. You'll never walk alone. You know I lived 4 months in Florence. Beautiful place. I like when it's sunny, but I was in traffic. UK people be overreacting, yeah. Because they're UK people aren't used to the sun, so I think they don't know how to deal with it, you know? See ya, Lon. Happy early birthday to you, veggies. I know Sujal, but I don't want to I want a team player. We already have our superstar player for the next 2 years at least is guaranteed to be Mohamed Salah. So whoever we bring in this summer needs to be a team player. Man United believes in Ruben Amorim. Woo! Big up, Finney. Charlotte, for United, Bruno got a double and Casemiro scored as well. So all midfielders that scored the goals. It was 24 degrees yesterday in Ireland. Oh, that's incredible. That's incredible. King Kenny, nice to see you in the building. Was good. I had one. Do you think Liverpool can beat Arsenal if both sides had their full teams? Absolutely. Absolutely, I think we could beat Arsenal. Yeah, obviously it would be a tough game, but... Rodrigo, yeah, that's what I mean. Rodrigo feels more like a Liverpool player than Vinny does. Casemiro came close there. Some people like him because he's honest about the team being bad, but it sounds like excuses, so they keep him longer. Credit to him for the semi-final, though. I think it's been a good... I don't know. It's hard to tell with United managers, Patrick. It's hard to tell. Damn, Forest have just 1 win in their last 5 games. They've lost 4 of their last 5 games, Forest. Jeez. That is so poor. Are you kidding? Mason Mount coming on for United now. 3-0 for Spurs. Penalty for Spurs. Wow, guys, it seems like... Damn. It seems like the Europa League final is already set. We won't even need to watch the second legs next week of the Europa League. It won't even be needed. Game over. Spurs and Chelsea have scored 2. Solanke has scored for Spurs. Come on. I'm going to hydrate right now for a Bilbao goal. We need something in this game. Something for hope in this game. Is the Conference League on tonight? Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, if Chelsea's playing. But yeah, I gotta be honest, Patrick, I don't even know who's in the Conference League. I obviously just know that Chelsea's in it. Yeah, Joachim, I literally made a video on the Arne Slot dance song. Too easy for the Prem teams. Way too easy for the Prem teams. But when you look at the difference in caliber of budgets and stuff, it's true Prem teams are going to be on another level. But still, I thought Athletic Bilbao really stood a chance. But I guess I was wrong. Because I don't think they've caused United too many problems today. Seriously, like barely any problems. Lil Trey, thank you for the kind words. I know 3 Conference League teams. Real Betis, Fiorentina, and Chelsea. True. I did know those teams were in it. But I don't think it's a trophy that Chelsea fans would celebrate so much if they won it. Because I think it would be more an embarrassment not to win it, given the teams that are in it. You know what I mean? Of course Anthony scored for Real Betis. What do you think the GOAT does? Of course he scores. He's really rejuvenated his career since he's gone there. Juba says, hey Leo, I can't wait for the guard of honors from Chelsea and Arsenal, and especially Caicedo, who rejected us. Absolutely. Can you give a shout out to my brother Jeffrey? He's the biggest Man United fan, but I'm a Liverpool fan. He watches all your watch-alongs. Shout out to your brother Jeffrey, you absolute legend. Oh, Bilbao asking for a penalty, but nah, that's too soft. Prediction for Sunday, Joseph? I'm scared the players are going to be... I'm scared our players are going to be a big hungover. Whereas for Chelsea, it's a huge game for them to get Champions League football. So I'm a little bit stressed because now the games don't matter for us anymore result-wise. So they're very strange to predict. Because like I said, for Chelsea, it is a very important game. Whether they get Champions League or not, that's almost do or die for their season. You know what I mean? Thank you, Cohen, you absolute ledge. PSG versus Arsenal prediction. PSG to win. Yeah, Lena. I wanted to dance too. Will you hydrate again on Sunday? I will always hydrate for Liverpool. I can tell you that. No matter the game. Even preseason. Even in preseason, I will. Of course, James, big up to you. United are definitely deserving winners tonight. Definitely. What signing do you think Liverpool's most likely going to make happen for a striker? King Kenny, it's impossible to know, honestly. But I will say the one I think would probably suit us best, maybe Julian Alvarez. I don't know, bro. Obviously, Ekitike is more of a risk because he hasn't proven it in the same ways that Alvarez and Isaac have. You know what I mean? But he also wouldn't cost the same. Thing is, it still seems like he would be very expensive. So I'd rather we go even bigger. Omar's Gaming. I can send you a link for the membership. Hold on. What a banger, Anthony's goal. Oh, I haven't seen it. Was it a banger, really? Bro, we can't sell Trent. His contract is running out. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. It was a volley straight into the left top bins. It doesn't seem like he's going to continue on at United, but what's great for United with this loan move is the fact that now they're going to be able to sell him for a good fee in the summer. Given how good he's been for Real Betis, I think a lot of clubs will probably be interested in him. So that is such a good move. Such a good move for United. Investment-wise, you know, because his value has gone way up now in the last few months. Shout out to your brother, Kaysen, in the building. And we got Kelly. I think United won the Europa League 100%. From here, 100%. I know, Joseph. Maybe I should make a video on that. I love it. Who Joseph says it's crazy how Chelsea paid 168 million in total for Caicedo and Lavia, and they'll have to give us a guard of honor on Sunday, and we only paid 56 million in total for Endo and Gravenberg, and they're Premier League champions. I can't wait for Arsenal to give us a guard of honor. United fan in the building. Congrats, Sophie, on the result. Isa, I live in France. Liverpool X edit. It's good, except it seems like both ties are already done within the first leg, which I didn't really expect, especially in this one. I thought Bilbao would be able to bring more menace, be more of a threat for United, but they weren't able to. Luke Shaw is back fit. Happy early birthday, Liverpool X edits. Football shorts. That second leg is impossible to predict. I can't wait to watch that one. Dalen in the building from South Africa. You'll never walk alone. You think Chelsea are going to try to sign Anthony? Oh my god, bro. Surely they're going to change their recruitment process. They're not going to try to sign a million gazillion players anymore. Surely. In terms of how much they cost, Joseph, you added up the prices of what they cost? Nah, Maka won't leave, brother. He won't leave. Would I take any United player? Yes, Lenny Yodo. I was saying it in the summer. I wanted him to sign for Liverpool because I'd seen him at Lille, and he's just 18 years old. He's a special talent. I would have taken him at Liverpool, but I guess the price tag was just too much. The club wasn't going to spend 70 million on him. If I could sign anyone, Cohen, I would sign Julian Alvarez. I just think he'd suit us so perfectly. It's going to be a corner here for United. He's Isaac, happy early birthday. Shout out to you, happy early birthday to your mom. By the way, for those of you that play FC25, Gravenberg apparently might get a 95 rated team of the season card. I saw people were hyped about that today. Yeah, but Joachim, anybody who plays for United, we can't judge a player off of how they play at United. I'm judging him what he was doing before. If Diaz... nah, Barcola is not the type of player I want us to sign. I don't think his end product is that top. And I think if we bring in an attacker, I want to bring in an attacker who has elite finishing in the final third. Who's clinical. That's what we need. Jamie, I think Morgan Rogers would fit Liverpool, but you know what wouldn't fit Liverpool is the price tag that Villa would ask for him. They're going to ask, especially since there's a good chance they will be in a European competition next season. I think Villa will ask minimum 80 million for Morgan Rogers. And is that the position we need the most? Definitely not. So I think there's no chance that happens. No chance because of the price. We're really getting a United Spurs final 100%. Football is a beautiful sport. Rivals are forced to be enemies, but born to be friends. Morgan Gibbs White, price tag is 100 million, by the way. Nah, that's crazy. Same with Tyler Dibling from Southampton. That's crazy. If those players we're mentioning are worth 100 million, then Maka is worth 300 minimum. 300 million if Real Madrid want him. 300, 400 million. If Morgan Gibbs White is 100, bro. Chance for United. Saved by the keeper. Ooh, chance there for United. Iconic, I only really see the YouTube chat, so I have to say YouTube. Yeah, Baka would be worth 500 million, bro. Truly not numbs. I have too much different favorite food. But what I'll say is I prefer. I don't like sweet things so much, so I just love salty food. But bro, I couldn't say. One of my favorite things though, I love chicken so much. Chicken is a base. Oh, especially the chicken in France is incredible. Endo, Ronaldinho, is that even a question? Iconic. Have you seen Wataru play? No, MF, I really don't like. The one time I had McDonald's, I was like 11 and I got sick, so I never had it again. Shout out to your sister Talia. She's turning 14. Damn. Dalen, I would agree. Suarez or Stevie would be great picks. Like butter chicken, chicken soup, and chicken Alfredo type thing. Anything chicken, bro. I'm obsessed with when it's high quality chicken, like we have in France. Oh my lord, I that's my favorite. Lucho or Vinny? Bro, I told you this already. Vinny is not a Liverpool type player. 100. Jamie says at 100% back our recruitment for players. 100%. Look, even when it wasn't Michael Edwards at the helm, and it was George Schmatke who was our sporting director that summer, who did he bring in? He brought in 4 midfielders. He brought in Maka, Gravenberg, Soboslai, and Endo, all in the same summer, and that was a short-term fix for us. So imagine it. That's how our recruitment looks when we do short-term recruitment. So imagine now we're going to be able to do long-term recruitment because Michael Edwards is here to stay. Richard Hughes is here to stay. Adne Slot is here to stay. So the club is incredibly stable. And so we're in a great position to just truly go big this summer, which it looks like it's going to happen. Big up, Alex. I'm doing well. How are you? I don't understand why Kobe Mainu isn't starting in the big games anymore for United. Do you guys know why? Yeah, Jamie, I get what you're saying. I mean, think about it. Maka for 35 million pounds. I think that was not such a bad signing from Brighton. That was not a bad signing whatsoever. Month of May. Bye, veggies. Did Spurs concede? 3-1? Spurs conceded. Let me have a look at the goal conceded. Let me have a look. Let's see, let's see. Spurs. Oh yeah, wow. Spurs conceded 1 to Bodo, guys. 82nd minute. It's 3-1 for Spurs now. Bodo have scored. The away fans are going crazy. And it looks like it might have been the captain. Saltnes, the one I was mentioning before, Saltnes. Let's see, it's played on the left-hand side. Their number 22 plays it towards the middle. Oh, it's a good cheat. Whoa, that's actually a fantastic goal. Great goal in the box there. Look at that piece of skill there. And then it takes a slight deflection, but Bodo score, you guys. Yeah, Bilbao are indeed cooked. Be ready for the parade. I'm so hyped. Me too. Chiesa, Joseph, it'll all depend on what bids go in. I think the same thing. The only attacker I'm convinced will leave is Darwin. But for example, Diogo Jota, I think he could leave, but the only way he leaves is if we get the amount of money we think is fair for him, which probably is between 40 to 50 million. Chiesa, my guess is if we were to sell him, we would look between 20 to 30 million. So if those type of offers come in, I think we would let those players go. So it all depends on what offers come in. That's it. Because we won't undersell. We'll only sell for the value that we think is fair. You know, and over the years, we've been very good at selling. Like everybody says, we make bargains, this and that. But the reason our net spend was so good under Klopp as well is because we knew how to sell very well. You know? I'm going to the parade. Let's go, Cohen. Kelly, there's no chance Man United sign Desiré Doué from PSG. PSG are Champions League contenders. I don't think it would make any sense for him to go to United in this moment in time. Unless United could offer him like 500,000 a week, which probably is not very smart for such a young player. Love Exa. This is probably going to be the last action of the game, you guys. It's beyond the 90th minute right now. Beyond the 90th minute. I don't know, Dalen. Inter could win the Champions League this season, and they could, yeah. So that would not be a bad season for Bastoni. Yeah, Joseph, that's a signing I can see happening 100%. Cunha to United, definitely I could see that happening. He'll get massive wages too. I could definitely see that. Kyle, honestly, I'm not too fussed about the Community Shield. I just want us to invest right in the summer so we can go again in the league next season and the Champions League. That's what I'm focused on. Might get an autograph of the whole tram at the end if I'm lucky. Let's go, Wood. See you at the parade. You'll never walk alone. Credit to the Bilbao fans, though. Look how many Bilbao fans are still there in the stadium, even though they're losing 3-0. The Williams brothers really haven't done much, though, tonight. That's what surprises me. They really have barely done anything. Let's be real. Diamond, I think it's still possible he stays. I still have that bit of hope that he changes his mind. Oh, Bilbao. The header goes over. The header goes over. That might be the last chance for Athletic Club to get something from this game. It's not looking good for them. Not looking good. GR, I don't want a left winger this summer. That's not the position I want us to go for. I want a striker. Left winger is definitely not the position we need to be thinking about. Yeah, go 12. Their academy is different level then. Given, like you said, they have players from their region. Do you think any big club will come in from Mateta? I'm not so sure. Maybe Chelsea, but would he really... yeah, maybe Chelsea. But I think Chelsea will go bigger on someone like an Oshiman maybe. So yeah, I'm not so sure about Mateta, even though he has had a very good season. You know what I mean? Ayan's coming right for the end of the game. Yeah, it's 3-1 in the Spurs game, but even that tie looks set to be done. Let's be real. Let's be real. Because if Spurs can counterattack with the attacking options away from home in the second leg, I don't see how Bodo don't concede. Nah, Anthony, I don't see how either team make any comebacks. I gotta be honest. I don't see how either team makes any comeback. I don't see it. No chance. Oh, the free kick is straight at Onana. And guys, GG's. GG's, the full-time whistle is officially blown. It is game over. It is game over. And I'm really surprised. You know, fair play to United. Fair play to United. Because not only did they score 3 goals, but like I said, Athletic Club, who have been good this season, especially at home, barely were able to do anything. You know, so United did defend well, even though, you know, they had an extra man for 70 plus minutes, but or 60, more like 60. But yeah, I think it's game over for this tie and for the Europa League actually overall. I think it's game over. So we're going to see an all English final, despite people saying the Premier League this season has been the worst it's ever been, but we let him talk. We let him talk. Anyway, you guys, that is going to be the end of this stream. Unfortunately, it didn't deliver. The game didn't deliver in terms of crazy drama or anything like that. But the final will be really interesting, I think, now. The Europa League final, I'm really curious. Even though I think, I really, really think United will win it. But we shall see. We shall see. Anyways, guys, have a beautiful rest of your night. I will see you guys this weekend for our first Guard of Honor. And yeah, guys, speak very, very soon. Ciao, guys.